I have to go back through the cemetery?
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Oh, jeez. Whoa, this is really cool.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Okay, yeah, why choose me, huh?
You
Why?
selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
That was actually really cool the way they did
I've
that.
had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
That was super
So
cool
the
how they did
vampire
that.
who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind?
I'm guessing the latter.
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Because, I mean, if I have to drink his blood, he obviously has to be something physical. Oops, wrong button. Finish him! Personal diary. Come on, where's my mouse? Okay, I have to bring that back up. There we go. Alright, if you guys want to read that, you can go ahead and pause it, read it. I usually skim it to pick out things real quick. And then I go back when I edit and I read through it. But I don't worry about that stuff now. Oh, is this another hideout? Hello? Excuse me, what are you doing in here? Huh? You better not be in here fapping. Better not be in here fapping, sir. Give me these loots. Obviously, this is not a hideout. Any more loots? Huh? Any more loots? Oh. I can go across this? That's cool. Where does that take me if I do that? Oh, that'll take me back. Okay. That's awesome. It'll bring me back on this side and I can go down that way. Alright. I dig it. Oh, and this is a hideout. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. Alright. I have some experience. I could level up some stuff. Oh, loots, loots, loots. Yes, give me all the loots. I like it, the loots. Oh, I see. That's how I get around to the back of this and unlock that. That's really cool.
Did you hear me? Over there!
No, I didn't hear you. Did you hear me? Did you hear me, huh? Did you hear me? Right, sit down. Alright, I'm back at the hospital.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
I get back
I
there.
should investigate.
Probably unlocks for me in the future, I guess. But meet Edgar. Go upstairs. Let's go into Swansea's office. What the hell? What is all this blood? Oh my goodness. Someone died a horrible death. There's some loots that I missed. Where's this poster? Alright. Yeah, someone died a horrible death in here. Holy cow. I'm kind of curious what happened. But I'm just gonna go up and talk to Edgar. He might just end up telling me what happened. We'll see.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
No, I just kill them all.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Why don't you tell me why it's bad news?
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
I'll notice a few more bodies. Do you fear for your reputation? No, confidence must be restored.
You cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Oh, the gossip.
I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I'm your only hope again. I'll help you.
Very
Let's
well.
do it.
I'll help you.
Jonathan, please, I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So
Oh,
Hampton
no.
became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
He doesn't have to suspect anymore, didn't he just walk out of here and see that I was a vampire? They're not far wrong. I'll protect you all. They will not attack. I mean, I will help protect you all. I don't know how I can say they won't attack. But, I'll protect
Rest
you all.
assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Alright. Can I get more info
If you
from
don't
him?
mind,
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
Alright. Oh wow, we got a lot of things here. I met the strangest creature.
I
Yeah,
just
that was a
recently met
huge
the
dude.
strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a Skal. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
No, he wasn't a Skal. He was definitely not a Skal because he wasn't crazed out of his mind.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind, I'm not sure. He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could spare.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
That's what I'm saying.
I recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
Am I
Is
cursed?
this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty, there's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
It's hard to explain in terms of science, that's for sure.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
Alright.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
How did the guard of Prewin come to hear of this?
McCallum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
Alright, interesting.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCallum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewin. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
They know I'm here now, don't they?
I understand your need for blood and will not get in your way. But if you could refrain from feeding within these walls, it would go a long way to defending your case.
Oh, well, I already fed on one person in the hospital. Sorry.
What do they hope to achieve?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
Well, I mean, we kind of are, to say the least.
Thank you, Edgar.
All right, Edgar, you got any stuff in your office I can steal? New hint available for that guy. Okay. I haven't talked to that guy yet. Where is he? This guy. I haven't talked to him yet, but I have a new hint for him. Nice. Anything else in your office? Nice. I've talked to that guy before. Now I got a hint on him. Got some dirt. All right. Well, let's go talk to Lady Ashford.
Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the Dawgs.
Yeah, first I want to talk to Lady Ashford because I want to see if she has info for me.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman, butchered by some savage Skal.
I'm partially responsible. I did bring that guy back.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the Skal, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Guys, I told you she's gonna be bae. I told you. What do you know of Ascalon? Difficulty with holy symbols. Let's ask about Ascalon.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He is huge.
He
Yeah.
was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
All right.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
All right.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
All right. I don't think she killed the woman, so I don't want to ask, but I mean, I don't think there's any good side or bad side for characters, you know what I mean? So,
Have you
whatever.
embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Interesting.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
All right. I want to know why you look so damn good, and I literally look like I haven't slept in 10 days.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Like, seriously, guys, look at me. I look like I am just a hot frickin' mess. Alright. So, we need to find Sean Hampton at the East End Docks. 254 meters away. Where the hell am I going? Oh my god, that's so far. There's gonna be so many enemies. Holy poop. Very first thing I want to do is I want to look at what I can do for stamina. Costs 1,000. It's worth it. Stamina is so important in this game. So ridiculously important. Yeah, I'm just gonna put everything on stamina. Boom. Everything. I'm gonna keep going with stamina until I can freaking max this out. Alright, let's get going to the objective. I healed pretty much everyone there. Anyone else around here? Oh.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Oh man, he's trying to get in her pants.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Let's talk to this vampire hunter.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire
Throgmorton,
hunter
jeez.
extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Yeah, I'll
Mr.
say they're pretty
Throgmorton,
close.
I'm Dr.
Maybe kind of right in
Jonathan
front of
Reid.
you.
I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
I don't really want to talk to him. I'm just gonna say, well, I know I need to go talk to Tom. If you guys remember, Tom is the owner of the bar. I want to see what
I'm
he
looking
knows.
for
though.
Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I respect
I
your
could
refusal.
make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I'm glad that's fine by you. I like Tom as well. I think he's a stand-up guy.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Get out of here. Right? Alright. What do you take? 2,000 experience, but he's level 4 mesmerize. Tom, I need to chat with you, my dude.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
He did leave.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Alright.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Alright. Getting all kinds of hints on him. So now I have a way to go. Let's go ahead and see if we can find him. Oh geez. That guy have a flamethrower or something?